Do you suffer from vertigo? A lot of people do. And just this past probably month, I have seen at least 20 people who have what they term as benign paroxysmal positional vertigo, which is the most common vertigo. And I would say 99 times out of 100, that's what it is. And those big words mean that when you go from a laying down position, usually rolling over, standing up, your head continues to feel like it's spinning. And sometimes it's pretty violent. And I happen to be an expert on it because I suffered from it. And my mom and my sisters do as well. So I did a lot of investigating because it should be a common sense thing. I'm one of those doctors is like, if I can find out what the problem is, we can fix it. But if we're just guessing, and basically the diagnosis really doesn't tell us much. So here's what happens. Inside your ear, there's semicircular canals, and they have fluid in those ears, and that's designed purposefully because that fluid moves when we move our head. There's little hair-like projections inside that canal. When the fluid moves the hair bends, and there's a nerve attached to the hair. It goes up to the brain, and the brain says, oh, since the fluid is moving to this way, that means your head must be moving. The problem is that as we age or we get an illness, that fluids can sometimes have thickening in it or calculi, or basically it's like getting hard. And so they call those things crystals. And if you're just laying down, minding your own business, and one of those crystals lays on top of that hair, it pushes the hair down, which makes the brain think that the fluid is moving. So since the fluid is supposed to be moving, that means that your head should be moving, but you're still, so your eyes do this rapid movement and it feels as though the world is spinning. That can be very scary. When it first happened to me, I was getting up from a nap in my mid-30s, and I was walking across the room and I fell on the floor, grabbing the carpet, thinking I was having a seizure because the room was spinning so violently. And for weeks, I was going around trying to really behave myself. And there's physical therapists, some MDs, chiropractors, DOs. They do a maneuver that can actually make those crystals come off of the hair, and all of a sudden it's like magic. It feels better. So here's Pat's common sense fix. And I wish it fixed it permanently, but it's something that if you suffer from this, or loved ones or friends or somebody that has benign paroxysmal positional vertigo or just vertigo, it's very scary. It can be debilitating. This is what you should do. And you're not going to want to do it. But in the middle of getting up and things are spinning, so you sit on the edge of your bed, you're getting up and you're starting to spin, grab onto the bed hard, tip your head to the side, and shake it violently. Now, I used to be a swimmer, and we did that constantly because we would get water in our ears and you kind of shake the water out. So it doesn't bother me. But if you are spinning and you're in the shower or you're bending over, grab onto a chair, grab onto your couch, grab onto a person, grab onto something so that you don't fall over, but you're going to go against your brain screaming, going, stop moving, and you're going to violently shake your head. It kind of mimics the procedure that we would do in the office, and it saves you money. This is a freebie. And it gives you a tool that no matter where you're at, if you start spinning, you can hold on to something, shake your head, and it will stop. It works for me. It's worked for probably 1,000 of my patients. It will work for you too. So I hope that helps, because we're into allergy season, and it seems as though when you get fluid in your ears from allergies, it seems like it kind of kicks up everything. So I'm sorry. And what you need to do is just, I know you're going to seem kind of silly, but hang on to something and shake your head, and then get in touch with me and just tell me that it worked or didn't work or whatever. We're just here to help. Okay, I'm Dr. Pat, and I approve this message.